to Las Vegas was Dean Martin. Dean was my sponsor into it. It was Dean Martin Presents Engelbert Humperdinck. Vegas is a good place to play and is a good place to gain success. It's the capital entertainment city of the world.
Come on out here, Sheena, sing it with me.
My kind of town, you know that
It's now her kind of town. You know that it's
my kind of razzmatazz. And it has.
it's all that jazz and
The reason why I'm doing At the Copa with David is because I got a call saying would I like to do the show. And it was a new show, which is always exciting to do. And it was going to be in Vegas for a year. David's doing 2 years, I'm doing 1 year. And I got to sit in one place where my kids go to school and pay a lot of Vegas dollars. When we work here, we get highly paid, let's face it. So I got a lot of money for doing a really fun show, and I got to sing every night.
I'm enjoying working with her. What she is on the stage is not what she is backstage, and that's unusual. I like to put myself out there.
nobody worries me to say I've never felt this way. Believe me, you really. My, what a big girl you are. This is your husband? Your son? Security? Can you get me a room? I think you love me. I think I love you.
Even if I'm in character, I reveal a lot about my own, who I am. She has a different attitude about it on the stage. She has this cool that she puts on. You know, people that know her and that work with her backstage knows that she messes around and she swears like a sailor, and she's, you know, she's a right, lad. You know, she's one of those kind of girls, and she doesn't put that out on the stage.
Today, Sheena is in London to shoot the video for her first comeback single, Giving Up, Giving In. Sheena has made this album using the limited time off she gets from her Vegas show, which makes for a punishing schedule.
Today we're doing the video, the album cover, and a little bit of footage for the TV commercial campaign. It's a lot. But I'll go back on Monday and get home Monday night, and then on Tuesday, back in Vegas, I have 2 shows that day. But it is nice, especially sometimes, you know, you go through your life and you have your days where you go, oh, kind of, you know, showing my age, I'm looking kind of saggy and tired and frumpy, and it's nice to look in the mirror now and again and say, oh yeah, not bad for an old broad, you know. And you know how tough it is to make clothes for the perfect body. He's wrapping it around my 18-inch waist. Faster, boy, faster!
For Sheena, it's been really early mornings, really late nights. She just stepped off a plane. She's been flying all the time. It's like a hugely busy schedule. And she just gives it everything. You know, you couldn't ask for more from the performance. Beautiful. And Sheena's going to sing now.
The whole purpose of the video was to do something a little outrageous. We didn't feel it was going to be enough just to bring Sheena back, have her dancing around a disco ball, and that would do the trick. It's not, because you need to get noticed. I think she would really love to come back in the biggest of ways.
because there was, you know, the time in Britain where the people stopped playing my records. Actually, kind of almost coincidentally, when I went to the States, you get that big whole thing of, oh, she's too big for her boots now, she's gone off to America.
This is her first appearance with us. Would you welcome, please, Sheena Easton.
Sheena's single, 9 to 5, released as Morning Train in America, scored her a #1 hit, selling over 1 million copies. Sheena was rapidly becoming a big name in the US, gathering fans all over the States.
At the end of the day or at the end of the week, I'll just ring Chuck up. I would say, hey, do you want to get together and just kind of hang out? And we would get together at Chuck's house and play some Sheena songs and just enjoy the music.
Sheena Easton arrived in the U.S. with a great song. Morning Train came out of the radio in 1981, and it was fresh, and it was fun, and it was innocent, and it just took to radio.
Yeah.
People loved it.
And she had this girl next door look.
Absolutely.
Fresh-faced and adorable. So everybody was curious.
I wish we had more time to talk. I know you have another number because you have the most adorable accent.
Well, I think yours is pretty, too.
You think mine is pretty, too?
Yeah.
Further US top 10 hits followed Morning Train, but it wasn't until she landed the Bond theme song, For Your Eyes Only, that her journey from Bells Hill to Beverly Hills was complete. She remains the only singer to make an on-screen appearance in a Bond movie.
For your eyes only can see me through the night.
She added a great deal to it being on screen, actually singing. And she was prettier than most of the Bond girls.
You can see so much in me that's new. I till I looked at you.
Promoting a Bond film is like launching a new soap product. You have to hit every paper, you have to hit every television and radio station. And so what they would do is they would have these junkets, and you'd probably end up with 200 journalists. And you're expected to go from table to table, spend 10 minutes on each. And she was quite bewildered. She was exhausted by it all. And I can remember saying to her, well, it's quite easy, you make up a different story each time. When you're bored with saying the same thing, say something else. She said, do you do that? Do you do that? I said, yes. Did I sound like Sean then? No.
For your eyes only, the nights are never cold.
I wasn't naked. It was my bare shoulders. I mean, they shot me from here up, and down here, I was wearing the lining to a taffeta ball gown that was strapless, and I had a big bath towel wrapped around me to keep me warm, and I had my head clamped like this to keep it in one position, so the camera that does that micro stuff could zoom in on my pupils and my lips, and it wouldn't go out of frame. It was the most unglamorous thing you've ever seen. But to this day, it's probably my most risque, fabulously sexy moment.
Only for you.